everyone. Currently, in the United States, the wild boar population is estimated at up to 9 million individuals and distributed throughout the states. Their digging and omnivorous behavior help them adapt to a variety of environments. However, their dense presence in rural and urban America is due to the impact of humans on the ecosystem. Deforestation, urbanization, and changes in land use disrupt natural habitats, forcing wild pigs to move to new areas in search of food and shelter. Have you ever wondered what damage they have caused in the United States? And what methods did people here use to cope? Join us to find out, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show your interest. In the United States, wild boars cause significant damage to corn and wheat fields through various destructive practices. One of the primary ways they harm crops is by using their snouts to dig in the ground in search of food such as roots, tubers, and invertebrates. This behavior not only uproots young plants but also disturbs the soil structure, leading to reduced crop yields. Have you ever observed the impact of wild boars on crop fields firsthand? If so, what were the most noticeable effects? In particular, large herds of pigs can further exacerbate the problem by crushing trees and compacting the soil, which hinders crop growth. In some affected areas, it is estimated that these activities can reduce crop value by 10% to 20%. This significant loss emphasizes the need for effective management strategies. What measures do you think are most effective in mitigating the damage caused by wild boars? To protect their agriculture and crops, farmers and land managers have teamed up with hunters, using methods ranging from traditional to modern to manage wild boar populations. One of the traditional methods favored by American hunters is hunting wild boar with bows and arrows.
Step at a time. Just gotta be patient. No, you're not gonna get a shot if he gets on the corn.
This approach not only respects traditional hunting practices, but also provides several advantages and challenges. Many states have specific regulations and seasons for wild boar hunting. In some areas, hunters are allowed to hunt wild boars year-round due to the significant damage they cause. Regulations may vary regarding the use of bows and arrows. Are you aware of the specific hunting regulations in your state? Understanding these regulations is crucial for a successful and legal hunting experience. There are two primary hunting techniques during bow hunting. The first is standing shooting, where hunters use high positions or hiding places near wild boar paths, feeding areas, or water sources. This technique provides good viewing points and minimizes hunter scent and noise. The second technique is detect and stalk, which involves spotting wild boars from a distance and then carefully stalking them to get within archery range. This method requires a good knowledge of the terrain and wild boar behavior. To facilitate these techniques, some hunters use bait to attract wild boars to a specific location, increasing the chances of a successful hunt.
And it went through the first one.
Have you ever used bait in your hunting practices?
Good spot, but I don't think I got a lot of penetration.
It can be particularly effective when using archery equipment, which requires being closer to the target. However, bow hunting also has its drawbacks. Bows have a much shorter effective range than guns, typically around 30 to 40 yards for most hunters. This limitation requires getting closer to the wild boar, which can be very difficult and dangerous. Arrows also typically have lower stopping power than bullets, increasing the risk of non-lethal shooting and injuring animals. This requires precise shooting to ensure a humane kill. However, bow hunting also has its drawbacks. Bows have a much shorter effective range than guns, typically around 30 to 40 yards for most hunters. This limitation requires getting closer to the wild boar, which can be very difficult and dangerous. Arrows also typically have lower stopping power than bullets, increasing the risk of non-lethal shooting and injuring animals. This requires precise shooting to ensure a humane kill. One of the most effective and modern methods for controlling wild pigs in agriculture is hunting them by helicopter. This technique offers a high level of efficiency in managing wild boar populations, which are known to cause significant damage to crops and ecosystems. Before engaging in helicopter hunting, several necessary conditions must be met. Firstly, hunters must have the legal rights to operate. Helicopter hunting is regulated by state and federal law, requiring appropriate licenses and permits. Compliance with wildlife management regulations is essential to ensure that operations are within legal boundaries. Have you ever wondered how strict the regulations are in different states? In addition, effective coordination is another crucial element. Collaboration with local wildlife management agencies, landowners, and agricultural stakeholders is necessary. This ensures that hunting efforts are focused on the most affected areas and that all parties involved are aware of the activities. Do you think local farmers are usually supportive of these operations? In particular, the benefits of helicopter hunting for agriculture are numerous. One major advantage is rapid population control. Helicopter hunting allows for the quick and effective reduction of large wild boar populations over extensive areas, minimizing crop damage more efficiently than ground hunting alone. This rapid response can be critical during the growing season. Have you ever seen the damage wild boars can cause to crops? Lastly, the efficient use of resources is notable. Helicopter hunting covers large areas in a short period, making it a cost-effective method for large-scale population control compared to traditional ground hunting. Have you considered the economic impact of wild boar damage on local farmers?